Good evening, sir, and good evening, classmate. So, in this task, perform a perf- uh, I will perform a PowerPoint presentation uh, talking about what is waterfall approach in the subject of application development and emergent technology. So, so I'm gonna show you what is the content, what have inside in this presentation. So there is what is waterfall and what is the waterfall software. What is the advantage and its advantage, and who is the uses of waterfall model, and finally, can I make changes during a waterfall? So, what is waterfall methodology? Uh, water, what, Waterfall methodology, also known as the waterfall method, waterfall model, is a sequential development process that flows like a waterfall through all phases of a project: analysis, design, development, and testing, for example, which each phase completely wrap up before the next phase begins. It said that the waterfall methodology follows the adage to measure twice, cut once. And the success of the waterfall method depends on the amounts and quality of the work done of the front end, documenting everything in advance, including the user interface, user stories, and all the futures variation and outcomes. What is waterfall software? Um, Waterfall software helps project manager handle a task. Waterfall are a relative complex paced approach that require close attention and coordination. Waterfall software can be desktop or cloud-based. It helps you to uh, construct your process, organize tasks, set up Gantt charts and schedules, and finally monitoring project progress. What is the advantage of waterfall methodology? It says the waterfall methodology is a straightforward, well-defined project management methodology with proved track record. Since the requirements are clearly laid out from the beginning, each contributor knows what must be done, when, and they can be effectively plan their time for the duration of the project. So, what is the benefits of the mo- waterfall method? Include developers can catch design errors during the analysis and design stages, help them to avoid writing faulty code during implementation phase. The second is the total cost of the project can be accurately estimated, as can the timeline after the requirements have been defined. The third, with the structured approach, it is easier to measure progress according to clear defined milestone. The fourth is developers who join the project in the progress can easily get up to the speed because everything they need to know should be in the requirements document. And finally, customers are not always adding a new requirements to the project, delaying, de- delaying production. So, So what is the disadvantage of the waterfall methodology? It says any development process is strengths in one area might mean weaknesses in the other. The waterfall methodology insistence upfront project planning and commitment to a certain defined progress means it is less flexible or agile later in the game. Changes that come further in the progress can be time-consuming, painful, and costly. So, what is the other reason of waterfall methodology may not work? Project can take longer to deliver with this chronological approach than with an iterative one such an agile method. The second is often don't fully know what they want at the front and opening the door to request for changes and new features later in the process when they harder to accommodate. And the third is clients are not involved in the design and implement the stages. And the fourth is deadline creep, meaning When one phase in the process is delayed, all of the other phases are also delayed. Who uses the waterfall model? Waterfall process is adopted by project managers who are faced with development projects that first don't have ambiguous requirements, second offer the clear picture of how things will process from the outside, and the third is have clients who seem unlikely to change the scope of the project once it is underway. If the project manager refers clearly defined processes where cost design and the time requirements are known upfront, when the waterfall method is the way to go as long as the project itself and is conducive to those constraints. And finally, can I make changes during a waterfall? Alterations are easy to accommodate in the early stages of development, such as a project manager is still fleshing out the specifications, documents with the development team and clients. Later, in the waterfall process, once coding has already begun, design changes can be difficult as expensive to make. So that's it, sir. Thank you po. And this is my PowerPoint presentation. Tackle all about what is waterfall methodology in the subject of application development and emerging technology. So that's it, sir. And good evening po. And thank you so very much.